welcome to my channel. My name is Deepa and this is Divine Tarot. So yeah, I am today exclusively shooting twin flame video, and I'm also starting a series which I'm gonna keep it a secret. You have to stay tuned and see there. Yeah. So today we are gonna go into the twin flame video, and Venus in Taurus. The energy is so intense, like, you know, the twins are really feeling this, and who's ever reading that I'm doing, oh my god, there is crazy bonding. And I'm also going to talk about what's happening in my life and this newly discovered, I can call it a superpower or whatever that I have discovered in these 2 months. Yeah, and oh my god, like I am feeling like crazy, like, you know, my dreams are crazy, and I am feeling like intense energies. And oh my god, you know, I'm just gonna say in summary, and which I feel I'm okay to share. So I'm gonna share some of them. So day before yesterday, like, you know, I woke up around 5:45, 6ish, yeah, and again I fell asleep, and that is where, like, I had this crazy dream of meeting Anushka, yeah, and it was so real, like, you know. So I'll tell you, psychics have a thing of, you know, I don't know like other psychics do, but I do. Like, you know, I can feel a person's energy, like the unique energy that every person has. I can feel that. Yeah. So from that day, like just 2 days, I can feel that Anushka's energy, and it's so intense. And, you know, she being another divine feminine who has really, you know, obviously she has a union with Virat, and she also has a kid. So yeah, it's really a blessing. So this is not, you know, many people must be dreaming about Anushka, but this is different because, you know, I am on Twinflame Journey, and this is the first time that I have seen her in the dream. Yeah, so I have discovered this, and you know, I tapped into her, and the dream was so powerful. I'll tell you why. Because we were staying at a hotel in Mumbai. Yeah, it was continuation of that, and I didn't mention that, you know, in my when I was writing, like in the post. Like, I have this quality, like I just draft everything so that I don't forget, because I am like, I draft everything, and, you know, many people like check out my stories, they want to know and all of that. So yeah, so I ensure that you know, even we reads like crazy, he reads like 10-20 times. And he reads because, you know, he has 4th house Saturn, and 4th house Saturn people are known to be, you know, vivid readers. Yeah, so he reads like crazy, and so I have the habit of really drafting things, and I do that. So what happened was, we were staying at hotel, and we was bidding me a bye. He's like, you know, say Anushka my hi, and I left. And I don't know, in middle, like I just landed there. I landed her at her house, and we were meeting up for lunch, and it's so powerful. So I was telling bye to V, and then, you know, I was telling bye to Vishu, and then I went there. Yeah, and I went to meet her, and we met for lunch, and she was wearing this bright yellow. It was so bright, and it was a very sunny day, and it was 1-2 p.m. around, yeah. And, you know, we were having lunch, only both of us, yeah. And she was talking to me about, you know, I was asking her, like, I was just, you know, fangirl crushing her. Yeah, and she was praising me, and I was fangirl crushing her. And, you know, she was talking about all of the work and all of that. And she also in the reading, in our conversation, did she take a reading? Oh my god, I don't know. It just, you know, came out of my mouth. Yeah. So you know, she was just she was really praising about my hair, and she was asking me how I maintain my hair. Yeah. So yeah, she was asking me, that's what she asked me, and we were talking, and then I think for 2 hours we were talking, and it felt so real that when I woke up around 8 o'clock, and when I woke up, it felt so real that I really met Anushka. Like, that's what I felt like. It was so high, and, you know, my 5D self met her, and my 5D self had really long hair. So I'm going to talk about that. Yeah. So yeah, so it is a very special moment for me, because yeah, so it was an early morning dream, and they do say that, right? So your early morning dreams always come true. So it was it's a massive moment for me because I saw V and then I saw Anushka. Yeah. And Anushka, like V was telling me by, like he knew I was going to meet Anushka. Like, yeah, so we were in a hotel. I know the hotel also. Yeah, so so that was one of the my dreams are like just crazy. Like I don't know how I discovered this quality. I'm really I can't wait to share all of this with V. Yeah, I can't wait. Like he watches all this, but it's like a bedtime story. I'm ready to share all that. Yeah, and one more thing, I have this. I'm also connecting a lot to 5D Vishu, and I always from day one knew that I was just wanting, and I've told him so many times I want a 5D here, 3D, 5D, 3D, 5D, 3D, like so many times. I think I'm having so many crazy dreams. I can just tell you some of the flashes which I'm okay to share. Like always like there is this big swing, and I've seen this swing like 8 times or 10 times maybe over the years from the past 2-3 years, and it's strange. It's strange because I think this is a dream that I had yesterday or today. So I have the habit of sleeping in the noon, right? Yeah, and in this dream, like I had this crazy whenever I'm angry or upset, this man takes me to the swing. Yeah, this is very strange because I was talking, I am such a swing person. Like my grandfather used to, we have that big, like the teak wood swing in our farmhouse, and we can't keep that because the ceiling will come down, it's too heavy. Yeah, so I was telling to my mom about swing that 2 days ago only I was telling that I want a very good swing, like outside in the garden area also. I was thinking about I was checking out designs and all of that. It's so strange because I got then this dream, and in my 5D, I'll tell you what, I have really long hair, like literally till my knees, my 5D self. So that really shows that this man really loves long hair. And I'm telling this because there may be a little bit of difference, you're right. So it is like how you guys love. Yeah. So this man really wants me to have long hair, and other day when I cut, it is so hot. Like I cut in summer because it's really hot, and it's so hot right now in Hyderabad, and I really cut. He doesn't like it. Yeah. And I have really healthy hair, so why chop it? Yeah, but I really struggle with the maintenance. I finish half bottle of shampoo. It's really hard to maintain. But in my 5D self, I have really longer hair than I have now. Yeah. So I think I already have long hair, but always during summer I a little bit chop it because it's too hard to maintain. It gets sweaty, and I always believe in the reset of hair. So yeah, so that is something that he really loves my hair, like 5D. I have this really long hair because he really likes to play. So like that, your twin must be really loving something of you. So I really say all of this because it really matters, and I have so much long hair. So it's okay, I'm gonna grow now. Yeah, only for you. That's why I don't like many of these makeup artists and all of them, they say chop your hair, this, do this. But I want to do what my man loves. Come on, dude, he's my twin flame also. So yeah, he's very specific about my long hair. So that is something that I really wanted to share. And we always we go on the swing, and he always I felt immense love, like from when my dreams have quadrupled. People always tell me that 3D V loves me so much and all of that. Everybody asks me how did I awakening, how did I do his awakening, how did I teach him everything. All of those questions are so common. But I have really with my dreams quadrupling 3D. This man's 3D love is I would say 20% of what is there in 5D. Yeah. So and I've seen that really Cancerians love, really they love. Yeah. So because I've experienced that with my dad also. So yeah, Mr. V, for you I'm gonna grow so longer hair. I know you love it. Yeah. So yeah. So yeah. So now we're gonna get into the reading, and let's check what's happening. Yeah. So there was this video. I'll tell you. Wait, which video? So I showed how much hair I have right now. After chopping this video, guys. Yeah. So in this video, Mr. V was checking how much did this girl cut. Wait, I'm just gonna show you guys. Yeah. So he checked how much hair did I cut. Yeah. So yeah, he gets very angry if I chop my hair. Even my sister has really long hair. Yeah. So my sister has curly hair, and yeah, even my brother-in-law really loves. He's a very hair person. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna do it for you. Okay, I'm gonna grow. So I've understood in the 5D that you really love long hair. So yeah. So I have some of the messages, that I really wanted to start today's reading with. Yeah. So the first one is, when I'm sad, I look at your pictures and feel much better. So yeah. So it's Venus in Taurus. It's all about this. So yeah. So whichever picture strikes in your mind, that is the one. Yeah. And the next one, I don't trust easily, but with you I feel so safe and accepted. That's the concept, right? Wherein they feel so much of love with their divine feminine. Generally, no divine masculine trust, but they bring these nonsense karmics, yeah? Yeah, I love that I can be myself around you. Wow, it's absolutely true. Because, I have seen a zone of me that is only exclusively for me, and I know that, yeah? So even in 5D, even in 3D, and I'll tell you one strange thing from when I'm experiencing these dreams. Every single day, something or other message I feel from this guy. Yeah, I see him and all of that. So it's something, I from my childhood, I always like whatever dreams came, it always came out to be true. And I am more stronger in visions, but now I can say that my visions and dreams are equal. Yeah, it's crazy, and I'm learning how to channel it. For example, I want to know about somebody. I want to, fall asleep and think about that person, and I want my subconscious mind to lead me and show me what's going on. So I am trying to, channel that. Yeah. So I'm doing that. Yeah. So let's see, how do I go? Yeah. How do I go about? I'm gonna share in the videos. Yeah. So we have the card number 13. You are like an angel that came into my life to heal and nurture me. This is absolutely true. It's like me speaking. Yeah. So it's from your divine masculine. So one more message. I can't wait to see you again. So your divine masculine is really planning to, visit you, meet you. Yeah, right. So I've been getting that off lately a lot because I keep seeing these messages and all of that also. So now we are gonna go into angels' answers and check what is going on. Yes. So this is one of my really favorite decks. Yeah. So let's check. Okay. Yeah. So the first card that we have is get more information. If you wanna, I don't know what kind of research you guys are doing, so get more information. So talking about this, I've been spending so much of my time. This looks like Jesus, right? Yeah. So I'm spending so much of my time in myself, self-love, and I think this is what we wanted. Because this is what he told me in 2018, that you waste your time in all this nonsense group, and you do free service and all of that. Like I have been bashed by this man. Yeah. So get more information talks about, like, I have been spending so much time like studying astrology, my dad's books, like most advanced version, and you need literally like 15 years of experience minimum to even read these books. Yeah, and I've been spending so much of time studying, and I'm also like, I started reading a lot of Bhagavad Gita. I'm always been because I'm Rohini Nakshatra, I have always been into Lord Krishna's preachings and all of that. Like I have really loved that. So yeah, so I'm spending a lot of time doing that. And yeah, so it talks about study, right? It also talks about that because I am doing that. I'm also sharing with you guys, and it always like helps you focus. And I've been a nerd since my childhood. Yeah, I would read all of the novels and all of that. And I have this really dream. And when I dream, I'll tell you why I'm such a dreamer. Because my Rahu aspects my exalted moon, and my moon is with Mars. And always when moon and Mars, let me know in the comments if you guys have that. And when moon and Mars conjunct, it all talks about your mind speed, like the race of your mind, because moon is your mind. So yeah, so it all talks about racing. And I really have the dream. And when I tell people, I want to go to Iceland, and I want to see an active volcano, people were like, this is never going to happen. But who the fuck tells that? And I am really a dreamer. Like, I told V last month in February, last before month, that I want to travel. Like I literally wrote that, and this man posted a post. His caption is, I have so many places on. I have not been everywhere, but it's on my list. Something like this kind he has written. It is what I put it in his mind, and I tell people that you divine feminine have to be clear of what exactly you want. And for me, traveling with it can be even, for me, it's not about like, the high-fi restaurants and, candlelight dinners and all that. I just love traveling, and I love even that, but I really want to travel. Like, yeah, I am so done, because I'll tell you why. When I shared with people that, how my karmic has locked me in a room, and she locked me, like my hands were tied, and whenever I wanted to step out, that force pulled me. And that's something like I really struggled. Yeah, 3 years I was in that. But 3 years I was in that because for we, yeah, why was I there? Otherwise, it was so easy to break free and go. But I was there because I wanted, like, it was a mutual thing. Like, we was worried she will hurt me, and I was worried she will hurt him. It's a vice versa. Yeah, so I was there because, I really wanted, like I am so particular and I am so clear, right? I want my twin. Like, it's evident. That's why I made this channel. And it's a decision that came like after I met this guy and all of that. It came after 2-3 years. So it didn't come immediately. But after trying every alternative, every option and all that, I think the 5 years that I spent alone before I made this channel really, created a swift movement, and really, like, I think formed the foundation because I was alone. I never spoke about it much is because, there was nobody there. Where there was another divine feminine who was on a twin flame journey, I knew nobody. Yeah. So all of that, like what alone time that I spent is really what, helped me set the facts and all of that without anybody's influence, and everything I've done alone. Yeah. So staying alone really, made me a stronger person. I've really spent time alone. I've literally tried A to Z. And somebody on my questionnaire, like I do these mini questionnaires on my Instagram story. I used to do them a lot. Of lately, I'm just doing like with a lesser frequency. So somebody were telling me that, Deepa, they also told me in the reading that, I know the secret formula of, cracking open your DM and all of that. I really know that. I'm not kidding. Yeah. And I really know that, but I won't share just like that. I've never shared it with anybody because, it's a sign that Saturn needs to give. And if you're an astrologer, you get that because, a certain, it's like a wheel of fortune. A certain amount of time needs to go on for you to activate your DM. Yeah, it needs to happen, and that's when it happens. Yeah, so and I've never got that sign for any of the divine feminine that I've met so far. Yeah, so it's up to you, something to do. Yeah, so we have the get more information, it's up to you. So I'm just flashing here to whoever it is. Yeah, right. And yeah, so I have been spending a lot of time studying and researching, working on my brands, focused. And I was doing even before. Yeah, before I met this channel. Yeah, and we always, like, whenever I make new friends and all of that, he gets worried, he gets irritated, like why this girl is going in all this he doesn't like, because I'll tell you what, I always said that your divine masculine has a clearer vision than you. Yeah, especially in friend circle and all of this. Yeah, right, be assertive. See, something to do with if you are in a confused state. I just want to flash this. It's an Angel's Answers deck. So I just want to, stop on this. So let's go into the tarot deck, right? So I have my Radar White. I'm going to use my Radar White today. Yeah, it's been a long since I've used this. Okay. So let's check like what's going on. So the energy is so intense, like, Venus in Taurus also talks about like sexual energy, high sexual energy. And whoever I know the divine feminines are feeling this crazy sexual intensity among them, among the twins, right? And the next one we have is Knight of Cups. So I am getting your divine masculine really wants to talk to you because, for me, Knight of Cups is somebody that really wants to, express their emotion. This is not a Knight of Swords that does in hurriedly. This is like something with out of love. Like it can be a small gesture, like you're looking pretty today. It can be even the simplest of gesture. Yeah, it talks about that, right? And the next one is Ace of Cups. I knew it, yeah. So it talks about a gesture, and this gesture is something that is verbal and also out of love. So I have really felt this, that whenever I in my 5D self with Vishu, whenever I am angry, this man takes me to the swing and he swings me. Yeah, please do it in reality also. Yeah, I have a huge connection with swing, and it's so strange. I had this, like this swing dream, I think 5-6 times. Yeah, and I always, like in my 5D self, I said, right, like I have really long hair, and I want to document that here today because, I want to remind myself that Deepa, you should not cut hair. Like, I think after I, start living with this guy will keep all the scissors away. Yeah, so he's very particular about that. And when, I'm so, like, I'm in the modeling industry, like, I have so many friends of makeup artists and all of that. Like, whenever they say, I'm like, my guy doesn't like it, he's very particular, he wants me in long hair. Yeah, whenever they say me, cut your hair and do this, do that, no, I'm like, you can touch anything but not my hair. Yeah, so these flew away. Yeah, so Ace of Cups all talks about like a love declaration and something that's verbal, and you might feel it because Ace of Cups, I'm getting here a 1 week, even if it's a 1 month card, I am here getting a 1 week because it's followed by Knight of Cups. Yeah, and the next one is the Fool. Oh my god, I just love the Radar White Fool because it really talks about a new beginning. So this is more of like a reset. So it's very important that I have learned something in this journey. It is very important to clear your past energy, like reset. Yeah, so because if you cannot forget your past, it keeps haunting you and you even ruin your present and your future. So this is something that even I have learned, that whatever is the past, it cannot be erased. And this is something even my guru was training me, even my mom trains me, that you have to accept the past of your person, and it's vice versa. Yeah, comparatively my past is not so much compared to your divine masculine's past. So it takes a lot of guts, a lot of healing from within to accept and forgive past. It's a part of this process because it also comes in the Twinflame journey of letting go of insecurities and all of that. It's a two-way process. And today when I was talking to one of the divine feminines, I was just talking like how it's important, like it's a two-way process. Like even your divine masculine needs to support, but if your divine masculine needs to support, you need to shake up. Yeah, and I know exactly how to do. Yeah, so it's a part of the process to shake up. Yeah, so yes, so I had just now a Swiggy delivery. So yeah, so it all talks about something to you are in the process of forgetting the past, whatever happened, and it's very important of you purge and forget the past. So this is a very wonderful combination. Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups, and the Fool all talks about reset. I'm hearing the word reset a lot, and I'm also hearing the word brag a lot. So I think your person really brags about you. Yeah, he really does that. Like, yeah, he really brags about me, about he tells about how beautiful I am, how sexy I am. He talks about my figure and all of that with his friends. Like, it's very evident. See, Page of Wands. It all talks about, like, I think your person shares your pictures because Page of Wands is a very social media card. Yeah, and it also talks about action, like sharing your post and talking about you. So your person really does that. Yeah, and it's very evident with the Page of Wands and this combination. Wow, I just love this combination. Yeah, so right, so yeah, and the Star. So Star talks about asking universe, praying to universe. So your person really prays for your well-being, and I get that a lot. And whenever I'm trying to step out and if I'm in a circle that we really doesn't like I just see him praying for me, she should be safe and all of that. We really praise, and this is very evident that your divine masculine really prays that you do well in your life, you are very well to do, you settle a lot, like this is really true. And even if however is their behavior, the one thing that I've really understood is like you have to literally ignore their behavior. Yeah, I've just ignored how he behaves, yeah, in the 3D. But I think that 5D to 3D, like you see Virat Kohli, I think that starts to happen, and I have like in the process like practically seen it. So yeah, so I can also give you that confirmation that it really practically happens like, over the time. Yeah, I think that connection is what you need to develop. Yeah, divine feminine, and that is something like I tell everybody when I tell you have to talk to your divine masculine and all. They think I'm stupid. Yeah, but that is the actual root. I am like, stupids, you do not know the actual root. Yeah, and this is the clear cut, like, people get scared, he'll block, he'll do this, he'll do that, they get scared of the karmic and all. No, it all talks about like daring and dashing. Yeah, so you think that it's not easy. You have to head on, like you have to head on with the karmic. And I have really done that, like do or die. Like, yeah, I went full in, like full force. And I see that lacking in in all of the divine feminine. Yeah, and that mad drive, mad spirit. Yeah, that is, till that doesn't come, your person is not going to awaken. Because divine feminine, see, I cannot justify and put it in words that it's always divine feminine, because I have also seen a couple of stories in 2-3 where divine masculine awakened the divine feminine. Yeah, so I would say 95% it's the divine feminine. Yeah, but whoever I met, they have to awaken their divine masculine. And it's yeah, till they don't have that, I don't feel that sign, and I don't see that 100%. Yeah, so one of the divine feminines that I was talking today, so I am just like, I just talk a little while and then I get back to my my study zone and my zone. That came after a very long time, because I have really overput myself, and I've literally, like, as if I want the results in day one. But no matter what I do, I've understood that everybody have their individual journey, and God is the ultimate decider. Because in this journey, it's it's the triangle that I always say: divine feminine, masculine, and the universe, and your core twin flame gang. Yeah, so no matter how much of effort, like how much of full force that I want in, like I have literally downtrodden myself and tried to do that. Like literally, I have outpoured myself and trying to give another hand when I myself am drowning. So yeah, so I've understood that no, I think God decides. If God wants me to tell the awakening formula to somebody, I'm gonna do that, and it will not happen. Like, I'm not gonna share that on the channel. Yeah, it is something that only like I have figured out, like literally figured out. That was a talk that also I've shared on the story. That's really true. Yeah, that needs to come in because Saturn needs to give in the permission. Yeah. And then we have the Hanged Man. Yeah, I think a lot of stagnation. To me, this card talks about stagnation, and that in this journey there is a lot of separation or stagnation. Yeah, and we need to like overcome that. Yeah, and that stagnation, it's a two-way process. I also I have really understood that this journey is a two-way process, but I always said that divine feminine needs to show the root. Yeah. And I think that green block, red block video which I did, oh my god, I watched it myself the other day. That's really bang on. And the amount of work that I'm putting into my channel and all of my ideas, business, it's a real focus that came after a lot of hard work. And people are just appreciating me in their sessions. Deepa, your templates are so good and all of that. Like, oh man, I've really struggled to have this moment for myself. Really struggled, and I am free. I think, why I'm telling this. Why I'm telling this is because you will reach a point, of this. And I feel that everybody, the route is different, but the destination of uniting with your twin and all of that, that is equal, that is evident. Yeah. And that destination is same. Yeah. So, talking about destination, just look at this card. Yeah. 6 of Swords. It all talks about forward motion. We have the Hanged Man followed by, 6 of Swords, which talks about, it also talks about traveling. To me, 6 of Swords is always about traveling also. So, you and your person may plan, like, I really wanna, like, I'm just manifesting, like, I wanna go Bangkok. I really, like, I just wanna go. I wanna go to Fifi Island. I just want to go. Like, I feel it's the time. Yeah, and I am just manifesting this incredibly. I tell you is because I have a role of sharing my journey and soul's purpose. I'll tell you what, in the 2021 I'm like, everything is done. Yeah, okay, we both spoke. Now what is left? till I made this channel, like it was, other day I was editing my description, and I was, editing the description of 200 videos. And when I myself was going through all of the titles of the videos, and I'm like, Deepa, like really, you put in so much of work, man. It's so much. Like I've just covered, like, every topic of twin flame, like everything. And I am somebody that I really don't like to cover a lot of karmic topic. I'll tell you why. Because I have been with one of the most toxic karmics. Like nobody should have a karmic like, the one that I had. And I feel that, like, I don't want to, say that, your karmic is going out on a date and all of that. I don't want to give that energy. So that is why I make a very less, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do false twin flame. I don't want. I left it in the universe that if I know that if two people are twin flames, then they come automatically to my channel. That's it. Like I just want to emit positivity. I just want to do positive topics. If it's not resonating to them, they can self-shut it down. Yeah, I am very crystal clear that I am not going to do negative topics. I do not like that energy, because I have been, like, I've literally struggled, and people ask me, like, how did you do this? Like, I just feel she's nothing now in front of me. Like, 3-4 years back, Deepa, oh my god, like literally I had to, uplift and rocket boost up myself. Yeah. So, and I think it's a very painful topic, and I don't want to make a video wherein which talks about like painful things. Why the fuck are you watching this YouTube video then? Like, I don't want you to watch a painful YouTube video. Just shut down and go to sleep. Yeah. So I don't want to talk on that. So when I was editing this description, and I'm like, Deepa, really, you put in so much of effort. Like literally that 2 years of so many videos, it's every topic, everything is covered. And day before yesterday is when I've realized that, really, like, I should actually pat myself, because, I've spoken about so much being a public figure myself, and, even my twin being a public figure, like literally I have like went in. Yeah. So nobody will understand this. Nobody will understand what it is to have a public figure status, when people just talk you, want to know what you're doing and all of that, and then just coming here and making these videos is not easy. You need a lot of, like, willpower, and you need to face, like, literally face. Yeah. And I am super proud of so much of work, and I know it's part of my soul's mission. And I made this channel out of twin flame love, wanting to teach V. Yeah. And I had so much to tell, and he had so much to learn. So it's vice versa. And I'm just super proud. And however this channel is going, wherever it's going, I'm super proud. Like the other day when I was editing the description, I just, wanted to, hug myself of how much I have fought. Yeah, how much I have fought, and I kept on doing. Yeah, even if I was literally like dying here, still I kept on doing. Yeah, so Wheel of Fortune, 6 of Swords and Wheel of Fortune talks about like an immense travel. Somebody is traveling in 6 days or what? Yeah, because 6 of Swords for me, your 6 days came. And the Wheel of Fortune talks about foreign travel, and it also talks about, timing changing, of life changing. I'm hearing life changing, yeah. Something like, I think this is from your divine masculine side, because he's also, done with the stagnation. And it's a two-way process, always remember that, yeah. So, yeah, now I'm going to go into starseed. I have a starseed today. So, yeah, since it's Venus in Taurus, like your person really brags about your sexual aspect, and, your assets and all of that. Like it happens a lot in Venus in Taurus, because, Venus in Taurus is all about women, yeah. And my Venus in Taurus, my Venus video, yeah. In that, almost 5-6 people asked about that. So, wherein I said that you have to stop beating your wife and all of that. If you didn't watch that, that part I want you to watch. And that really happened, and it happened. That happened in my house. Yeah. So they came to visit me to take a session in the house, and when I saw that, yeah, oh my god, like I just bashed that guy. I told him, like, never you're coming to me for reading, because I don't want to give my reading to a man who beats his wife. And I just bashed the shit out of him. And my mom was so super proud that day. Actually, she was in her room and she heard, like, I just bashed that guy. And till today, it happened 1 year ago. And till today, that man tries to contact me for a reading. I'm like, no, you were a Jupiter first. So I always spoke about, if your Jupiter is beaten up in the chart, like, you will not have good ethics. Yeah. So So he wore a yellow sapphire, and from that day he never beat his wife. So they just send me messages till today. Like I think last month also they tried. No, it's done. Like my role is done. I told you to wear a yellow sapphire. I didn't even get it done from me. I told him, you go outside, buy whatever yellow sapphire you want. And so it was so bad in his chat. Like that is how, like this man gives cigarette marks and all of that. Yeah, I saw it in the astrology. It was so easy for me to decode that day. So so it all talks about standing up on causes. Like we literally like bombards and tells about how do this girl is not just beautiful or sexy. This girl stands up for causes and all of that. So this is the job of a divine feminine. Why I say all this? Like I am not interested in telling about myself and all. Yeah, it is about what are you doing, and that is why you are chosen to be a divine feminine, because you are here to make a revolutionary change. And when I tell people, they are like, what? Do you know that even Kangana Ranaut is a divine feminine? Just see how she beats up men, yeah, with her talking. Yeah, you can know by her energy. Yeah. So I'm not into her if she's right or she's wrong, but the guts that woman has, it's not ordinary. Yeah. So 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 I am in Starseed. So let me just shuffle this. So this is one of my favorite decks, and so I've been focusing a lot. And these dreams, this is the new superpower that I have, and I have decided that I'm gonna share only bits and pieces of what I feel is apt here. And obviously I'm gonna share A to Z with V, and so all paths lead home. So that's what your person feels. See, whenever I get this card, I see a divine masculine that has really tried to move on, and even V was in that. He really tried to move on and all of that. Yeah. So it doesn't happen, right? Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. So that's what I have been doing a lot. And so I want you guys to, it's Venus in Taurus, and we have to cover the sexual energies, but I really want to do an exclusive video, so stay tuned, wherein I'm going to cover 18 plus, and it's all about that. So all paths lead home talks about everything leading back to you. I see a ray of light that comes within. Like here it's waterfall, and since it's waterfall, it's also about emotions. So all lights that hit back at the center. And I have also shared recently that I'm really like looking out for telescopes, and it was one of my dreams. Like I was telling about how that I have these dreams. I want to go Egypt. I want to see Iceland. Like I don't know, I may even want to see Antarctica. Who knows? Yeah, I just have like, I think I'm hatke, little bit off the beat. Yeah, so I have little bit different kind of visions. And when I told, I literally told in the month of February to this man that I want to travel. Like I want to travel, dude. And that's when he made this caption that even I want to travel. So it can be a simple, like in having a campfire in a forest. I want to do that. Yeah. So, and I am all in for adventure and enthusiasm. It's clearly written in my face. Like I have Moon and Mars in Taurus. Yeah. So all paths lead home talks about like everything going within, and within also talks to me about everything going within your heart. So everything channeled and direction leading in between. Yeah. So I see that. Yeah. And then we have See, I said about going to Egypt, and it comes. And star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. So a lot of Egypt vibe, and I have really, when I started seeing a lot of Egypt, and I'm like, why am I seeing so much of Egypt? Yeah, and I'm like, and this is a place of twins. Like, you have the story of, you have the story of Ramis, and I hope I'm pronouncing their name right. So you have the story, the love story, the epic love story of Ramas and Narfatari. You also have Isis, and all of these like evolutionary. Like you also have twin gods and all of this. Like I want you guys to watch out. The movie The Woman King on Netflix. Oh my God, it is so good. Like it talks about female warriors in Africa and all of that. It's a very intense film, and it makes you realize your strength as a divine feminine. Yeah, so I want you guys to watch out. Yeah, and loosen your grip, coping mechanisms, destiny, addiction, let God in. So so this is how you need to be. Like this is the exact the fool energy wherein you jump in. Yeah, and I think your person wants to jump in. Yeah, so yeah, so I think that was your reading. Yeah, so since I'm reading a lot of Bhagavad Gita of lately, I need to start on my channel, and I want to be a little bit more focused. A little bit when I have a little bit free with my readings. That's what I want to do. So yeah, so let's check like what is the one message, the Wednesday wisdom that Bhagavad Gita gives us, the WW. Yeah, so let's see. Yeah, so we have the card of equal vision. So we have your Lord Vishnu, and yeah, so this is chapter 5, verse 18. So I'm just going to read out like what's the meaning. So here we have the meaning of, by virtue of transcendental knowledge, the wise see the same divine truth in all beings, from the wise and the gentle priest to the cow, the elephant, a dog, or even the outcast dog eater. So in this, we talk about equal vision and about how you need to have an equal vision. And I, other day I was, telling somebody that you need to learn astrology not as a man, not as a woman, but a neutral person. Like nothing. You need to feel nothing. You need to not feel like your beauty. You need to not feel your man, your woman, nothing. Like when somebody asked me day before yesterday, I was telling them nothing. You need to feel nothing, and that's when you learn exactly the right way. So even tarot is about all about that. Like you need to learn from a neutral perspective. You need to be like, being a psychic is a very tough job. You learn so many things. Like you want to say, but you can't say. Like, it all talks about timing. Yeah. So if I am when I try to crack in, I'm very particular about, trying to crack in just the 3 months or the 6 months. Yeah. Because if you go too in depth, like you cannot live. Yeah. So yeah, that was the reading, guys. So stay tuned for my 18 plus video. So today's energy is very beautiful because it all talks about dreams channeling, and this is Venus in Taurus. Remember that you will feel the immense love of your divine masculine. So yeah, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, this is Deepa bidding a bye. Bye, guys.